Thank you everybody for coming. I know it's been a very long day, so I'll try to make this as interesting as I can. Maybe the best thing to do is to get the speakers to say a few words about themselves before we start. So that would be nice. Maybe we start from Mush.
Okay, thanks. Hi everyone. My name is Mushak Tovmasyan. I'm the chairman and founder of Zenus Bank. Can you hear me? Yeah, so Zenus Bank, and I'll explain what it's about in a bit, I guess.
Hello everyone, my name is Wei Chang Zhang. I'm from ATFX. I'm the managing director in the UK. We are FX and CFD broker in retail and wholesale market. We just set up the institutional brand in August. So we're offering liquidities. This is where we are now. And we have 14 offices and in 11 countries so far in the last 2 years. So probably we can share some interesting story with you today.
Hello everyone, it's great to be here. My name is Maor Lav from Israel. I'm one of the co-founders of Panda Trading Systems. We've been provider to the industry for almost 15 years. And thank you for Finance Magnet at allowing me to practice my English speaking.
My name is Sami Mana from Cryptancy. We're a tech provider, platform provider, exchanges, turnkey solutions, and we're very happy to be here.
Very good. So I send everybody the questions in the end. So the first question will be maybe to Wei. Talk to us a little bit about the evolution of leverage. What does it mean for the clients nowadays, and what does it mean for the brokers?
Okay, thank you. I don't know if I would call it revolution of leverage. I think from a regulatory point of view, they want to protect the clients, they want to protect the industry probably. They reduced the leverage last year from whatever the company want to offer, 400, 500 to 30 to 1 now. They hope they can protect the clients. I mean, one numbers you can see from IG or CMC or Plus 500, even our website, and the majority of clients still losing money. IG is 75, same as CMC. Plus 500 is 76. We're on 70, so probably our clients playing better. But I don't. I mean, they are still losing money. I don't know if the message is correct, but I would like to see some kind of surveys from probably the brokers, how long the clients can last now. I mean, typically we think retail clients probably only last 4 months now, before, but now we see clients last half year or 1 year with us.
So the attrition is bigger.
Yeah. I mean, so now we are more focused on customer service, add-on service like educations. Previously, people think, okay, people like automations. They don't want to talk to people.
Are the clients happy with less leverage, or they don't complain?
We do have some clients ask, how can we become your professional clients? They want a high leverage. They want risk because probably they are professional. They think they're professional. They want to make money. But they have to fulfill all the requirements from ESMA. So,
my next question goes to Mush. You've been a veteran in this space. You've been probably more than anyone I know in this space. So what do you think is the future for this space? What are the opportunities and what are the threats?
I think, even in the initial global CEO panel, this regulatory arbitrage has been the theme over the past, many years. Like you said, I saw this retail trading industry form in the US in early 2000s, and we saw the changes, leverage and rules and restrictions start forming. There was essentially no regulator. Then there was a regulator. Then they did their surveys. They decided that this is better for customers. And, leverage is one of the changes, but capital requirements, everything in. This is what gave way to UK becoming almost like, the center, the hub of FX. Then Cyprus came along, and then Australia came along. And now, I think the theme of, all these top regulators have been, really, I was mentioned earlier, copying each other. whether it's lack of research or, or this is what the research indicates that it's better, but that's been the theme. I think ultimately it's better for the client, this regulatory arbitrage, whether a client that's not professional, that it's money that they cannot lose, not knowing what it means professional, asking to be professional just to access leverage, or moving from a regulated, well-capitalized broker into a website in some unknown jurisdiction, that can't be right. But I kind of wanted to mention the other angle of this is the theme that I've seen and the solution that we're looking to offer with Zenus Bank is that for a broker, they do online marketing, they find leads. Then they do a lot of effort to convert the lead into an account, KYC, onboarding, customer service. But then the customer needs to be able to fund this account to be able to operate. This is a wire transfer, e-commerce payment through their card and whatnot. And this is an area that's been very scrutinized because a deposit to a broker, regulated or unregulated, it's a third-party transaction. And when it's a third party, you have to mention what is the purpose of that transfer. And it becomes very easy for a country regulator, any middleman technology to put restrictions to this. So my way of trying to, see the evolution of this industry to help the space is to focus on this other problem. So, the idea of Zenus Bank is that we're the first US bank and first money center bank that can remotely open accounts for foreigners. So this is the problem, if the challenge is with the country itself, if the problem is with lack of technology, lack of knowledge, certain restrictions in the country, then the solution cannot be found in the country immediately. That's going to take a long time. So essentially, this is an offshore alternative, but in a very regulated area, which actually happens to be a jurisdiction that gives the most freedom nowadays.
So Sami, I will ask you the next question if you don't mind.
I would just like to say a small thing about leverage. So we spoke that leverage is here to protect, the change in leverage was here to protect end users. No doubtly, whatever we said, this is correct. This is not the best way to handle this issue, but there's no doubt it's protecting clients. It's increasing their lifetime value. I look at it as increasing to 9 and above months. Is it the best way to do it? Not. But sometimes, and in this case, I think the regulators got into an extreme situation, especially in EU through ESMA and SISEC, and they had to take extreme decisions. And the most easiest, simplest, fastest was changing leverage, meaning the client is not going to lose his money in 3 months, he's going to lose it in 1 year. This is a bad thing, the bottom line, but it did protect clients, and it's important to mention that.
Yes, but the question that we need to understand, is FX the right product for retail traders? Or maybe you can talk to us a little bit about crypto from your experience.
Sure. So there's a lot of products in the market, okay? It's not only FX or crypto. There's a lot of ways to invest or to play, I would say, as well, because there's also an aspect of playing and having this kind of energy of having your book going up and down. So financial-wise, yes, I believe that adding a crypto asset, especially when crypto is all over us. I was here 2 years ago and I spoke about it. So after 2 years, a lot happened. The bottom line is that for sure, it's relevant for end users to have crypto. Like me and you, we're interested to look at the Bitcoin price. We're interested to know a bit more crypto. We have Facebook coming in soon, maybe. We're still waiting to hear what will happen. But crypto is going to get into our life. Every one of us, we have no idea how it's going to change it. I had a small discussion with my friend. When he got married, he called his wife's parents, and he told me, Sami, at that time I did not have WhatsApp. And it's like saying today I want to send money to somebody, and I cannot do it immediately. So it's going to get into our life, and I have no doubt that end users will need it to have as a part of the book.
Maur, how are you?
Amazing.
Very good. As an expert in trading systems and trading platforms, this crypto evolution in the beginning was very complex. Can you talk to us about how the future looks and how these new platforms will become simple?
I think the big thing about crypto to our industry, it's allowed us to invest in marketing, that riding the buzz of crypto and bringing clients with a lower CPA. That's it. From a CPA of 800, we could have bring clients with 200 CPA and then take them into the funnel and convert them into other assets. As we go more to newcomers to the market, we need the experience to be more simplified. I will tell you that right now, when you come into a platform, you see a graph, you don't know what to do, it's not engaging with you, maybe it's sending you a signal. There is a long way for us as a tech provider to improve the usability, to guide the client, to educate him, to give them the full experience. Sometimes we compare our industry to gaming, but I'm thinking in our industry we're still lacking the experience. People come to the platform, they don't know what to do, they need the salesperson to convince them, to educate them, and I think once automation will come and the system will engage automatically with the client, then also the reputation of the industry will increase.
So Wei, you talked about retail products and about institutional products. There has been a question for a very long time in the industry. Can one platform support both retail and institutional traders? What do you think?
Simple answers, I don't think so. I think I found it quite interesting. When I look at the face of the platform, I think retail platforms looks more professional than institutional platform. Retail platform, what do you have? You have news, you have a chart, and it's rolling all the time. But you have a look at the wholesale platform, nothing. Few buttons. And because why? Because people using Bloomberg routers, because they just need a simple function to play the trade. They probably need all the management system, but nothing else. So I think they have different requirement. Retail customers probably need being looked after. So they don't have too many resources. They want to give you services or probably education as well. But institutional, they're professional. They are mature. They want some simple functions. So I think we should separate them.
Mush, crypto is going up and down. Everybody's talking about crypto, decentralization, and you are doing a bank. Are you sure you're not going the wrong way?
Yeah, you can definitely see that. I think, crypto or bank or all of this, it's driven by marketing messages. And, the ultimate goal of marketing messages is to, essentially convert the reader into some kind of a business function. So I would say that crypto as a concept, it's great. It's missing still, a lot of functionality from traditional things. It's missing a lot of user interface features. It's missing accessibility. It's missing convertibility and all of these things. So for me to answer that, it's really kind of to break down what crypto is. There's, what the blockchain is. Is it a stable coin? Is it an actual cryptocurrency we're talking about? Is the idea is to hide the transaction or to actually show the full history of transaction, right?
Maybe Sami can explain us.
There's different answers to different sides of crypto.
I just want to say something that there is a lot of buzz about fintech, right? But an entities that can accept client funds, make a KYC, and actually offer them financial service has been around. It's the brokers. And I think that the most innovative broker in the UK, anyone can guess? Most innovative one in the UK, have an app. Revolut? Exactly. Who would have think that they will be a broker? Aha. But you give free fees for transfers, and then they lose money on the leverage trading. So I think what Mush is doing, it's a visionary, and I think at the end of the day, our industry can evolve into fintech companies that can provide value, and also some percentage of those traders clients will want the trading experience. So it's a great marketing trick to bring them on board and also to have a better regulation.
I think I'm thinking about this blockchain or stablecoins. Why we need this? In my opinion, is think about a few hundred years ago, everybody got some physical gold or silver in the pocket, coins, and then later on we have paper. Paper may be issued by the government or maybe issued by some kind of so-called initial banks. But now we don't want paper anymore. We want e-money. E-money, then we have trust issues. And then we send to everybody. Now it's a time to change. Believe it or not, I mean, I think it's a time for all the regulators, all the government think we need to change and then to move to a next stage.
And what is the next stage?
I think the next stage is to make sure people have a kind of a trust system, can move money fluently, smoothly at a global level or at a regional level.
Can I add something to that? I agree
course.
with it. And I think,
We still didn't listen to Sami, which is supposed to be the expert in crypto, but please.
No, because I wanted to pose it more as a question, and then, you can give the expert opinion on it. So, for me, for example, a stable coin has existed in a different format, right? In video games, you've had the tokens or the currency of the game. It's been pegged to the dollar, which you use to buy that currency. It wasn't called crypto. It was called I don't know, the game token or whatever whatever you buy weapons with inside the game. Stable coin is no different than, or a basket coin, no different than a CFD, right? It's just a derivative tracking something underlying. So I think a crypto, whether you look at it as a stable coin, whether you look at it as a basket, almost like an ETF or its own coins that serve a purpose. From brokerage perspective, they're very good for retails. It's diversification, it's multi-assets. But the thing is, they need onboarding and offboarding. So whether it's the true crypto, it's the derivative format of the crypto, it's the video game crypto, you still need to have this interface with the real world. And I don't want to make a judgment whether the world's going to change into decentralized and all of this. But today, what I'm trying to do is to solve a problem. I think there's a lot of great crypto companies and solutions, and there's great brokers that distribute that there's a lot of retail and institutional clients looking for it. But this onboarding and offboarding and doing business cross-border, it's a real challenge. And it's a real challenge that, in my opinion, needs to be fixed in its traditional form at the moment, then evolve into something else.
There's a lot of question coming and going through these 2 minutes of discussion. I will use it to say an important thing that we believe in. We look at crypto as a different method. As you mentioned, it's been there. We played video games. We played Diablo. We played War. We've been paying and buying and selling weapons. Let's use houses or different stuff. So crypto is a different method. It is easier, it is faster, and it will be much cheaper. And I think the most important reason crypto came into our world, it will also be able to utilize a bigger potential of using money in certain areas in the world. If today it's harder to use, let's say, the dollar or the euro in certain continents or in certain countries, that will go, that will disappear. It will be less centralized from traditional banking, families, countries. It's going more to technology. That's why we can see what's happening to Libra. And maybe Libra had good intention or bad intention. It doesn't matter. It's going to change the way we think. 10 years ago, we did not believe what we're having today in our phone. I have no doubt that life will change. It will be easier to spend money. And that's, I think, the main goal, why they invented crypto. It will be easier, faster, and less controlled. So that's the way we see it, again, in a macro level. I'm not speaking about my business or anybody's business, but that's the way we see it. That's why crypto is going to go in, trading platforms, fintech companies, and we will see it more and more.
So some people left us, okay? So and my question is, what are we speaking about? Like, are we speaking about the future of crypto? What the crypto today for our industry?
If you're looking for a specific question, is what is the future in trading platforms? How will the trading platform of the future look like?
I'm looking to add value to the audience. And I think crypto, it's a great way for anyone that want to operate an unregulated brand and want to accept funds from in jurisdiction that there is regulation. I think that crypto is a big buzz, but we need as an industry, if we are in a panel, to really speak about how to use crypto and should the regulation put some restrictions. The future is big. We can't really speak about, I just spoke today with Muhammad, the CTO of Equity, about the future of technology. It's so big. We need to narrow the question in order to give value.
In order to give value then, question back to you. What does the retail trader want in the platform?
Does it matter? The question
It always
is,
matters.
No, it does. The question, the traders, 95% of the traders in our industry, they go to Facebook, they see a story about someone that make money, they go to a funnel, they see a nice funnel, and then they register with the broker, and then maybe they will educate themselves, if not press on a button, and then there will be a strategy. And I'm not against the industry, it's part of the industry. But it's really what I think the trader needs, not what he wants. There is a big difference between what he needs and what he wants. He needs to be better educated on how we take the risks related to spend the money in the platform. My trading experience, I invested $5,000 and I lost it in a day, and then I left trading for 3 years. Now, today regulation, you can't do it. You have limited leverage, so you spend $10,000 and it takes 3 years and 3 months, and it takes you more time that you spend. Protecting the client, it's a big issue. How do you want to protect them? Sometimes by not giving them the freedom, you're not protecting them. I think that today, traders want a single source of trusted information. With all the deep fake and fake news, I'm as a broker, I have, let's say, I have exposure on gold for the short. I can send them on the feed in the platform news that will make them buy. I see you guys and agreeing with me. So I think in the industry, the next issue will be brokers influencing the minds of the traders, and there should be some regulation about it, because when we're putting information that they are leading the traders, sometimes our incentive is not that they will do an educated trade, but we just want to balance our books, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, but the difference between what the trader wants and to educate him is, of course, a choice from how we perceive this as an answer. But anyway, Wei maybe can tell us a little bit about his experience, or do traders, what are the reasons your traders trade? What do they want? If they accumulate these funds, what do they want to do with it?
They want to make money.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely they want to make money. But some people, they trade not only because they want to make money, they become part of their life. I was a trader as well, but I lost a lot of money.
So we have 50% that lost all their money.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
But we made it back.
Okay.
Sometimes you are in a job, you are in financial industry, you want to know the market. The simple way is to go into the market, trade your own money, not demo account. You will care about that. You care about how cable will move tomorrow because of Brexit. You care about the dogs because of EU situation, whatever. That's the way you do it. Some people, they want to become millionaire. Some people, they just want to say, do some kind of investigation on the market or something else. Yeah.
What do you think, Mush?
I think it just comes down to winning. Basically, whether it's in sport, in an argument, in a fight, people want to win. And, I've seen it in different markets where, the chances of competition are limited. If you're in a country that limits you and you have a small stock exchange and the only thing you have access to is to trade that stock exchange, your competitors are, essentially if you're in a tournament and there's 2 players, you're always going to be number 2. You're always going to be top 3. That's not fun. So, what they want is things to trade on, things that they can win on. Doesn't mean that they're going to win. So they want, more things to trade on. They want news and things that is going to give them an edge, which is training and practice and things like that. And then they want to have nice interface because, you want to play in a nice stadium with lights and not in, in a dark alley.
I have a realization, that's the way you say it?
Realization.
The traders want a big button, red button, that they press it once, and they don't spend time, and it's printing the money and making them profits. Unfortunately, it's not possible, but this is what they want. And I think that as a brokers and tech providers, you need to understand that today's traffic, the people that come to Bitcoin and have the fear of missing out again, they don't want to, they are busy. We live in a busy life. They
so
don't
the
want to
traders
spend
do not
time.
want the entertainment. The
Let's not
flashing
call them
numbers.
traders. They are people that heard that of a possibility of winning, making money, and they want something simple that they don't need to spend time on it and can make the maximum result.
Sami, Facebook Libra coin. Is it going to happen this year? Of course, no. But next year, what are your thoughts in Libra coin?
So it's very hard to predict. And prediction here, it will be less relevant if it will happen in 2021, 2020, 2022. It doesn't matter. It's coming. Maybe they will call it Libra. It's not only Facebook, by the way. We all know that it's a big group of companies. Some of them went out. I believe new coins will come in. I have no doubt. It's not a question that the way of paying, the way of purchasing, the way of giving value is going to be electronic. And this is the direction that it's going. And just a small sentence about what we spoke about. It's correct. Some of the clients are looking for this kind of experience, for this kind of a feel. It's very hard to split all of the clients in the world to one section. Yes, it's separating to make money. Some of them would like to invest, like me. I want to buy Bitcoin. I want a simple way to buy Bitcoin. In 2017, even today in Israel, it's not an easy way to buy Bitcoin. So some of them want to have this experience and to have fun, and it doesn't matter if it's crypto, euro, or oil, but some of them also are looking to invest, even if they don't have the knowledge, they're looking to invest like me and you. So just to recap it.
Mush?
Just to add, I think from my personal opinion, I think Libra, that the name, it's a marketing exercise gone horribly bad, because what's underlying Facebook already does. You can already send money through Messenger, through Facebook. The movement of money, which is a pegged stablecoin value, Facebook does it, and other companies, WeChat, Alipay, video games, this has already been happening. Banks do it, money service providers do it, social networks do it. What Facebook wanted to do, whether for, we still don't know, if they'll get it or not, is to actually brand this as a thing, as a coin. But the underlying tech, what Libra is trying to fix, they all do it. And they've been doing it for many years. And I think that's very valid. It solves a lot of problems. There's a lot of need in the world for it. But to call it a currency and to give the fingers to governments and say, we will make this coin, we will regulate, we will share or not share information, that was a marketing stunt that just went bad. It may still turn in their favor, because I think the coverage that this has gotten, marketing is marketing. Like they say, good or bad news, marketing is marketing. So far, I think their stock price and overall, it's still, they got attention. That's what they wanted.
Maor, as a technologist, what do you think about this coin?
So I must say that today Panda is much more than technology, but I want to, you're more than welcome to come and learn what we do. I had a chance to meet with the team. The one that is renting my house is a friend of Marcus, the CEO of Libra. It's going to happen. Sooner or later, I think they were smart by saying, if you won't let us do it, the Chinese will come over and take over your economy. That was a great move. And we need to understand there are major forces here.
Wei is laughing. Maybe he's
Maybe.
he's ready also.
But
to
he's
talk
living
about
in London.
I mean, future for Libra, I have a big question, probably someone can help me. Libra is a stablecoin, right? They have some asset to back up. Say they link to dollar. I have $1, I buy 1 Libra. And I have the Libra, I can pay my music online, I have one extra money compared to the market, because my other dollar will be used by Facebook for something else, invest or whatever. So my $1 become $2. So how many money we have? Maybe we have 60 trillion in the world. Then 60 trillion becomes 120 trillion. So that's why government worry about, right? How can they solve the problem?
Sorry, but I think that's very technicality. In the end of the day, there is no different, guys. It's a way to bring value. You said it. In the past, it was gold. It was some kind of metals. Today, it's 2019, guys. We need. I'm not a supporter of crypto or the ideology specifically of Libra, but it's gonna come there, guys. I want to send you a value. Why should I wait 3 days? Why should I be monitored that much? And yes, Facebook did use this USA, China, and they're not the first. Elon Musk did it with this whole space thing. So everybody's using politics, and there's a lot of power games, and maybe somebody is standing behind it. But as end users that cannot know better than what we know, we want an easy, safe way to send value. And I see nothing wrong with that, like sending a message. Why should I wait 3 days for a letter? Why should I wait 1 day for money? I want to send it to get it immediately.
Thank you guys for listening to our panel. I would like you to clap your hands if you can. And thank you very much for
Maybe
coming.
questions from the audience?
Thank you.
We'll take one, no? One question?
I believe when you will
I
do the...
prepare my marketing manager with a specific
Okay, your
question.
marketing
No, I'm
manager,
joking.
just one
Anyone
question.
have questions? One question? One?
I think
So
Mauer is a little bit late. I think everybody would like to go home.
Have a nice
Thank you,
evening.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.